What is good, everybody? We're back in the building. We back in the building. Big game James, my guy Mike White, Burgers and Blitzes. We're gonna take a little bit of time for y'all to come on in. Obviously, we can't, we can stream on Twitter, but I'm not because I'm not paying that $22 a month.
So
But
here's what we do
get the butt
if
on
we do
YouTube.
that.
What?
Yeah, we on YouTube. If we pay to go live, we will get hated more for supporting Elon Musk than we would. We first of all, we ain't going to break even on the deal because we ain't in it for the money. I think we made about $40 off this podcast in 2 years. So if we're being real,
Right,
uh,
right,
uh, but it's like, is it worth that? It's like now I got to have that because I have to have that thing by my name, right?
right, right.
Yeah, yeah, I can't do that. Hey,
Mm-mm.
maybe the Cowboys bots wouldn't be able to get me banned, but man, they had me in county. I got thrown in county for 12 hours. They had me
Yeah,
locked up.
yeah, I seen where you said that, where you made some tweets and they put your ass in jail.
Yeah, they threw me in county. I didn't even get to ask questions. I said I needed an attorney. They said don't worry about it. We'll have you out in 10 hours. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
can I eat? Y'all got some food then?
Mm-hmm.
No, we ain't gonna feed you. Like, all right, fine, be that way. So
Well, we're here, man. Pads is
yeah,
here. Day two of Pads popping. We've seen some things going down. We've seen some things going on. We ain't gonna talk about people who ain't here because we already know about that. Let's talk about who is here. But before we jump into it and we talk about, what we kind of been seeing from probably the highlights because we're not out there. Shout out to everybody that's getting in the building. Thurston, David was good with you. Night Train. Who else we got in here? Kevin Hicks was good. Keep on coming in here. We know you're gonna might be a little bit. What's up, John? What's good with
yeah,
y'all?
there go
Keep
John.
on keep on coming in the building. But you was talking to me something off the air, and before
Yes,
we
sir.
kind of look at some of the positions, some of the players, some of the things that we may see that at the camp and kind of give our thoughts. Talk about some things that you were kind of telling me about behind the scenes.
Mike Solari. He's an old
And what
school
is
coach.
and who is Mike
He's the
Solari? Just for
he
everybody
is
to
the
know.
offensive line coach who should have been fired a year ago.
Hmm.
And
So why you got beef with him when we think this offensive line may be good?
because he's not playing the right players. Why you got Adoga out there getting Dak ran over in practice? You know damn well Adoga ain't gonna be your starting tackle week one.
You
If
right.
he is, then what the hell? Why we draft Brighton?
Yeah.
It's these old coaches with this mindset where hell, even McCarthy's got a problem with it, where they don't want to play the kids.
But you know what? I did listen to Will McClay in the interview, and he was saying, just listen to what he said. Maybe I'm being devil's advocate, but he was saying that, they're rotating both of them, so they're giving chances. They're rotating both of them, just for, because he is still the rookie and they want to give chances. So you ain't listening to none of that, Hawk. You ain't listening to none of that then, huh? You ain't listening to what Will
Maybe
McClay is
with
saying on
BB,
that?
but we're talking about your first round pick, homie. He plays. He plays day one,
You're right. He's playing.
and he
But
got
so did
and he
but
got
Tyler Smith played day one, didn't he? He started day one.
yeah, but they still jerked him around with his position. Hell,
True.
even coming
True.
in, even coming into this spring, is it? Well, are they going to move him back to tackle? Are they going to,
Right.
what are they
Right.
going to do? We still
Right.
didn't know.
Right.
So, and with BB, it's kind of funny, and uh, thinking about this on the way home, that I feel better about plug and playing BB in, even though obviously there's a 2 round difference between the two, but there's way less. I don't want to say responsibility because that's not true, but a lot of the responsibility with your center is also here, and I don't worry about that with BB. And you got Guyton out there. He got Brian Burns and Miles Garrett coming for him week one.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be fire. They're going to be firing at him like two pistols, and he's
Mm-hmm.
got to be ready. And When you're limited, literally legally limited per the CBA with the amount of time you could have with your players, you got your first round pick staying on the sideline, you're wasting time. You're wasting time.
Now I can agree with that for the simple fact of we all know, just like you said, Mike, he's a first round draft pick and he's an offensive lineman. First round draft
Hmm.
picks, they got to play. And
Hmm.
if he's a, we've seen the traits, right? We've seen just in what one day, the potential is out the freaking roof. It's all right
Dude,
there. So why not just go ahead and just say, hey, F it, you the backup, Chuma. This is the starter. He gets all the reps because he needs all them reps because he's gonna be the guy.
he's going to be the guy.
He's your
And
bookend.
if he's not, why in the hell did you take him?
Right. And I think he is. I think he is. He's the part. I think he is. I
You wouldn't
definitely,
do it with receiver. You wouldn't do it with corner. You wouldn't
yeah.
do it with any of the just as important positions. We drafted CD Lamb. We had his tongue dragging around in camp. That dude was getting 100 targets a day. Dra- just running up down the. It's you take these dudes at the top of the draft. That's they play. They play. They have to play, and you got to get them ready. And I know he's been working with Duke and that whatnot, but that continuity when that fluid, we see it. We talk about it time and time again. These crunch time mistakes with this offensive line, where it's like, man, get they can't get in sync. We've seen it, and when they were playing musical chairs because we haven't had a healthy offensive lineup. And what the last time, what was that run? We went like 19, 20 games without the starting offensive lineman playing in the same setup, and we saw the effect on the run game. We saw the effect on Dak. And it's the continuity. You want that thing to move like a Spartan unit. When he moves left, you know what you're going to do. And you got Zach Martin and Tyler Smith in arguably the two most important positions on that offensive line when it comes to having a veteran. I love to have a veteran center, but we don't got that right now. So what you two dudes got to do is get these boys right. Zach Martin's on this side. Tyler's on this side.
I think Terrence still has a bounce back year this year. I
Yeah,
think Terrence
dude,
still
he
has a
was he
bounce
was
back. He was hurt. He was hurt. He was
he
hurt
was
last year.
hurt,
Let's be
and,
real.
dude, in offensive line, offensive lines are like honestly one of the shittiest positions, most thankless positions in sports there is. You can go out there, you can have 72 reps in a game. Say it went to overtime, you had 72 reps, played your ass off. You gave up 2 sacks. That's all they remember. They don't remember when you got up there to the second level and took that linebacker to the cheap seats. They don't remember when you pulled and cleared out the defensive end on the other side. They remember those 2 plays, and those other 73. They don't matter. They don't matter.
Yeah. And I think we all, I mean, people are talking about it right now. We ain't forgetting that damn Miami game where Chuma just was like, "What the hell is this man doing?"
Almost
You
got
could have
Dak
got you.
killed,
You
dude.
almost got that killed. Like that damn where you left Bradley Chubb. I think it was what Bradley Chubb wide open and just let him cream Dak, and that was for a touchdown. That was we
Hmm.
were in. We was going for a touchdown, and there was no excuse for how that happened. So yeah, Chuma is the swing. That is the swing, right, Mike?
Yes,
He's the
yes.
swing. That's
If he
it.
was a
He
starting,
should not start. Yeah,
if he remotely resembled a starting caliber offensive lineman, he would be on another team. Because
exactly.
there's like 15 tackles in the league
Hmm.
that you want on your front run.
Hmm.
That's just a fact of the matter. There's less tackles than there is quarterbacks.
Hmm. Answer this question, Mike. This from Popeye Peach. What's up with you, dog? Love seeing you in here. You see? Can you see it?
Yeah. So why step in? That is a good question. Maybe because he feels the same way because he's the old ass coach, and maybe you know, that's a good question, because
It's a great question, right?
he did the same thing with Lyle Collins when Terrence Steele was ready to go, and
Hmm.
everybody got mad at me for saying Lyle needed to be cut, and then it's old coaches, man. They don't like playing the kids, and
Hmm.
like I said, McCarthy's guilty of it.
And see, but here's the thing, though. I don't know. What's up, Daniel? I don't know how they don't want to play the kids when we keep on hearing Stephen Jones saying that's the lifeline of our draft, and we relying on these young players for us to step up. So I don't know why we ain't playing these young boys right now because that's what Stephen Jones always leans on is we got these young kids in here. We like our draft. We got these young kids, and eventually they need to step up. That's all I hear Stephen Jones say. So why are we playing pity pat with the young guys when we know that's the lifeline? And you're not getting free agents. You haven't got anybody. I will say I was a little frustrated when I heard Marshawn Nealon was playing a little bit inside defensive tackles. I don't want to see that. Unless it's in a pass rush package. If you throwing them in on a first or second down and just
Yeah,
slide
they
them,
need.
don't do that.
They're
Don't
bad.
ruin this. We don't need Tyrone Crawford part two or even Chauncey Golston where y'all keep moving them inside, moving them outside, moving them inside. Now you don't
Hey,
have a position. I don't want
just
them to do that with him,
wait for him to ask for him to gain 30 or gain or lose 30 pounds in 6 weeks for the
bro.
start of the season.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
They, I used, man, I will always have Crawford's back for that. Like everybody hated his salary. It's like, man, I'm going to run
I
back
love
over this and give
Tyrone.
that
I
man his
love
flowers.
Tyrone Crawford. I love
It
Tyrone
is,
Crawford.
it is literally. I know this for a fact. It was August 1st, and they go, Tyler, we need you to get some more armor up. We're going to need you to get some reps of DT this year. He had spent the entire summer, the entire off season, getting ready to play edge. And they go, oh, we just need you to get, hey, just go ahead and gain 30 pounds real quick
But let's
in
keep it
about
real though,
four
Mike.
weeks.
Let's keep it real. In my opinion, when they slid him at the three tech, that was his best position, in my opinion, though. He was the guy
He's fine.
that was almost like D Law, where he was always getting there but won't never finishing the play. That was Tyrone Crawford, dog. That was
I mean,
him.
that's what Nealon's Tyron Crawford with a stage 2 kit.
Nah, no, no, he's not because Tyrone
And,
Crawford could not stand up and do what Nealon does. No, that's not a right comparison.
and what I'm saying is the way they jacked him around and the man never had a position and they kept moving him back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Right,
It's almost the
right.
same thing they did with Tyler Smith.
They
If
do.
you
They
pick,
doing. They did with Chauncey Golston. That's what they did.
you can,
They're doing the
you can
Tyrone Crawford
play
with Chauncey Golston.
you can play with your day 2 and day 3 picks like that, right? You
Hmm.
can maybe mainly day 3, but you got your first round pick. You leave them boys alone. You picked them for a reason.
And
And
he's
this
a
Guyton
second.
shit.
He was a second
I know,
rounder,
I know.
right?
I just
No, yeah, I know,
yeah.
I know.
He's a second rounder, and
He's an
need a double
edge.
pick.
He is an
Yes,
edge. Keep him there. He is an edge. Don't do Chauncey Golston where you're moving him in. Because remember, they had made Chauncey Golston gain weight so they can slide him inside, playing more inside. Which I think in the long run, I said when he was coming out of Iowa, that was his best position. If you really watched him, he was better inside than outside.
I'm worried
But
about.
they keep flowing, going back and forth with him. It's just kind of frustrating. I wish they just kind of.
I I have a theory for that, and I don't like where my head's at on it. Um, Mozzie's still terrible.
They were saying, well, I just listened to, Jeff. I heard a tweet from Jeff Kavanaugh, and I'm not watching it, so I don't like looking at the other people's eyes anymore. I rather just watch the tape. I don't want to go off somebody's eyes no more. I don't like doing that. But I will say that I listened to what Jeff Kavanaugh said, and he said Justin Rogers is the best defensive tackle right now, so they probably need to get some help.
He's
When I heard
he's
that,
probably
hell no, that's not what I wanted to hear because I don't
so.
give a hell what nobody's saying. You're not gonna pump up no Justin Rogers to me.
But I mean, he's not the only person saying that, and I've seen footage with my own eyes that Mozzie getting blown off the ball. The issue is I'm worried
So
about
which
them
is it,
coming in.
Mike? Is it? I'm gonna ask you this. I didn't mean to cut you off, Mike. So which is it? Because people are saying, other people are saying, oh, the get off, and I seen a little bit of the get off, and he's 310 pounds, and he ain't the same Mozzie, and he's noticeably totally different. Which is it? Because some people are leaning and saying that, and other people are saying, ah.
All right, so I'm respectfully, I want you to look when it comes to the Mozzie Smith talking points about camp
Mm-hmm.
and where or who they currently work for. I rest. I just I'm not
Got
taking
you.
shots at any. I'm not taking shots at anybody. That's just is what it is, man. It's the same folks that were talking about how camp attendance looks the same as it has last year's. When I know damn well it ain't.
Hmm. Oh,
I
don't
know
talk
damn
about
well it
that
ain't.
though, because we the bad
No,
people for mentioning camp attendance.
man, they may shut our stream down. They done threw me in jail.
Bro, they going hard. Like they saying all the lieutenants, the captains, everybody, shut the hell up about that attendance. Everything's good. Start worry about the players on the field.
Hey,
Don't worry about the attendance.
uh,
Okay.
your boy LW.
It is Jamal. Hold on. I didn't mean to cut you off, Mike. But it is. It's extra sweet, big dog.
Hey, your boy LW with the beard. He's scared. He's scared to talk about the attendance while he's there because he thinks he'll get his press pass pulled.
You can't because you
And
saw the you saw the you
I'm
saw
trying to
the
keep
fly, you
people's
saw.
names out my mouth. I'm just,
I feel you, but you seen the flies come out as soon as people said something about attendance. Boy, they came out in droves today, didn't they? Didn't they come out in droves today? Like, how can we not act like 1 plus 1 don't equal 2, Mike? We talked about it on our show yesterday about the attendance. Everybody been putting on blast. Now everybody and their mama from Dallas Cowboys land between writers and all that are all like, stop talking about that. That don't matter. All you need to worry about is what's on the field. But last year, all they was talking about how packed it was and how much
yeah.
attendance it was and how great it was. How come you can't talk about how there ain't nobody here? Like I
And
said, even they got the video where Ezekiel Elliott even came out on the video and said, yeah, everything's the same here, but it's just a lot less people. And Ezekiel Elliott said that. He said, ain't
they
nobody
got
here.
that. They got that video scrubbed. That
I
video.
know they did.
Go look for it. You can't find
I
it,
know. I know.
dude. That video is right next to the Alden Smith Cowboy Hour from like.
Now, I mean,
They was really redirecting traffic to get
they
folks in
were
there,
they were
bro.
on that this morning, bro. They was not playing. He said that better be a twisted T. Yeah, but yeah. Mike fucks with that twisted T.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I get down on twisted teas. Yeah, and and the people saying it don't matter. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it does matter.
Because that eats Jerry, and you can hear it when they talk. And
That's
they say,
why
"Oh,
that's why they
they,
threw the fly. That's why they threw
dude,
the spot. Hey, get that stop all that
they was
talk out.
out there. They was out there. They had a 55-gallon barrel of water on each shoulder yesterday, saying, "Oh, it's only Tuesday. It's just a random Tuesday." I said, "No, no, that ain't no random Tuesday. That's first day of full pads, and that's
Everybody's
Cowboys
there.
camp.
I've been to 3 camps. I ain't saying I've been to all of them, but I've been to 3 camps. And let me tell you something.
First day of full pads.
I don't want to hear that shit about people got to work. No, because when I was in Cali, bro, and it was the first day of pads, we had to leave early in the morning. We was about 2 hours out. We had to leave early in the morning to get there because that place was going to be packed because
Mhm.
everybody wanted to be there to watch pads.
Dude, it's like trying
Everybody
to get a
wanted to be there.
barbecue spot at the public pool on
Yeah,
July
bro.
4th.
That
Your
place
ass
was
better be there at
stacked.
5 a.m. or you ain't getting it.
That place was stacked, and it's real. I mean, let's just keep it real. A lot of Cowboys fans are just fed up. I mean, it's the reality. And then
It's
here's the thing.
yeah.
Here's another thing, Mike. You know what frustrates me? I heard Dak. He said it, and Clarence Hill. I heard him say it today too. I heard a lot of people saying it. How fans need to move on from that Green Bay game. Stop talking about it. Stop whining. Stop crying. Don't talk about it no more. Dak did say this. He said fans got to move on because it hurt us more than it hurt them. So they need to let it go, move on because
You ain't wrong
we're
on that.
doing that. I mean, he ain't wrong because see, the players have to move on because they're playing the game. They can't
Mhm.
keep having that thought because that's going to
No,
wreck their season. They have to
yeah.
remove it, but fans ain't going to let that go, bro. So Dak, I hear what you're saying, but you know damn well ain't no
He
damn
knows
fan letting that go because that's the worst loss in Cowboys playoff history, bro.
that
It
that
is.
that is one that if you let it get to you, that's like as an athlete, you got to, like you said, you got to move
Hmm.
because, but
You
he
can't stay
knows
in that space as an athlete.
he knows, everybody in that damn locker room knows that nothing matters. They got to play a minimum of 18 meaningless games. They have to. Imagine that much. Imagine you got to do everything you can to compartmentalize that when you got to imagine if you work your whole year, dude, like you a salesman, you sell roofs. I don't, you sell cars. I don't get, say you sell cars. You got to
Hmm.
sell 3 cars a month. You got to sell 3 cars a month. You did an average of 8 to 9 cars a month. And in the last 2 months of the year, you sold 2 cars. And they're like, ah. And you're like, man, what about them other 10 months? I was killing it though. They're like,
What have you done for me lately? Nobody cares about them 20
Eddie,
20,000 cars you sold. You
Eddie.
ain't doing it now, right now. And that's all we care about. And just like with my guy, Night Train, the brand, that's what it is. The players can move on. They have to. They're playing the game. But you can't expect fans to just move on, dog. A fan is not moving on from that Green Bay game. We don't play. So the
And
last thought is in our head. And only thing fans care about right now, fans, let's keep it real. Fans don't care about the regular season with Dallas no more. Let's be honest. At least to me, fans don't give a flying hell about the regular season no more with Dallas because we've seen this story before, year in and year out, and Dallas has proved they can win games. So nobody cares about regular season now. Nobody cares. I'm gonna just say this from me, Mike, just from me. I don't care if Dak throws 500-yard games. I don't care about that. What matters now is playoffs with Dallas.
it
That's all that
and
matters now. Nothing else.
it's a horrible spot to be in.
It's
But it's
horrible.
true. I feel the same. Like for the record, I feel the same way. But it's
Hmm.
like at the same time, fuck, man, that can ruin your football experience. So you got to
Hmm.
learn. That's our part of compartmentalizing. And you saying, like, say Dak goes out there week one versus Deshaun Watson, puts up 600 yards, 5 touchdowns, runs one in. They win 65-0. Deshaun Watson breaks his fucking leg, and everybody's happy, right? You got to let yourself enjoy the little things along the way because at the end of the day, you're inviting a lot of trauma, not trauma, yeah, trauma, and because it's straight up trauma at this point,
Hmm.
trauma and resentment in your life if you can't enjoy the little things along the way. We know what the ultimate goal is. We don't like we well aware none of this matters, but if you don't handle your business, I mean, you know what I mean? You can't climb the stairs. You can't start on step 10. I would
I
love to
told.
send the season. I would love to send the season like it's Madden. Just hit a button, take a minute, and then wake up. But
It's hard though,
fuck, man,
Mike. It's
I
hard though,
know.
and you know it.
Hey,
It's hard.
you know what's hard? You know what's hard? Winning 12 games 3 seasons in a row.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You winning 12 games, 3 seasons in a row, and you ain't did shit. That woo. That's hard. That's
Hey,
hard.
you could.
12,
Hey,
3,
would you rather
12, 5, and you ain't did shit with it. That's hard, man.
people put Josh Allen over him when we watched the Buffalo Bills go out there in the wild card round in there lose to the Skylar Thompson fucking Dolphins?
Bro, I mean, Mike, like
I'm
I
not.
know, it's hard for us Cowboys fans. Like I know, you know it. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
I understand everything you're saying, 100%, totally agree. But and I ain't even drunk off the Green Bay game. But it's just like now there's no trust. I'm sorry, I don't
no.
have any trust. My
Well, I
trust
mean,
is gone. I don't have any
my
trust.
my trust isn't any lower than it was last year.
No, my trust is lower this year. It is.
Mine hasn't existed since like '97.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not even trying to. I don't even think about the Green Bay game. I don't think about it like that because you brought it out. You brought it out months before halftime, so I was already in my brain getting used to it after you talked
Dude,
about shit.
no bat. We might have had a better chance against San Francisco than we had against Green Bay that last year.
I asked I'm in my head.
No bet.
I go back to what you said when you like. I'd rather play Philly than Green Bay, and motherfucker, you was right. Motherfucker, you was right.
I, I
You
just,
was right,
I just,
motherfucker. You was right, motherfucker. You was right.
I watch trends, and I see, that's where all this caveman brain started. It's like people make football complicated. Football is a complicated. You see trends and you see matchups and you see stats and then you go look, you see stuff and then you go look it up and you're like, ah, so he does choke in the fourth quarter. So he can't run from behind, like can't throw the ball when they're from behind. So they do have trouble running the ball when they're down 10. So you see these trends that I see when I'm watching the game. Then I go look them up and I'm like, okay, I was right. Okay, I was wrong on this one. All right, let me backtrack on that. Like shit. I'm trying to think of one. No, the Danny Woodhead. Back when this all started. I used to think Danny Woodhead tore our ass up, right? Tore our ass up
He.
every time he played us. I
Mm-hmm.
go look at it. Danny Woodhead had like 220 yards, 220 total yards against the Cowboys, and you're like, oh, maybe he didn't tear us up that bad. It's just that one game where he got 178.
Right. And he murdered Dallas. You feel what I'm saying? Like
So it's just these trends that I noticed, and I noticed that Philly was falling off, and Green Bay
surgeon.
reminded me exact. Green Bay reminded me exactly of the Jim Jones era New York Giants, where they were doing the balling, and
Mm-hmm.
I saw the steam catching. I saw the steam catching, and you're like, man, they're playing sound football now, and I called it too. They're going to blow their load on Dallas, and they're going home the next week
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah,
they
we knew
they
that.
they
We
they
knew
fired they fired
because
every fucking cannon
because
they
you
had, man.
y'all know like everybody like we all know everybody wants to embarrass Dallas.
Yeah,
Everybody
we
wants to
get every.
embarrass Dallas.
It's
We
not an
get to
excuse. We get
everybody's best game.
the athletes literally admit it. You can go to there's literally hundreds and hundreds of retired players and even current players that say, yeah,
Said we want to stick it to Dallas.
we get up for Dallas. Every
We get
time I
up for
turn on
Dallas.
TV,
Every player I heard, they say we get
yeah,
up for Dallas. We want to whoop their ass.
every time I turn on TV, it's Dallas, Dallas, Dallas. We in the Super Bowl and I turn on the TV and they're talking about Dallas.
Yeah, I would take that personal as a player too. Fuck Dallas. That's
And
what I would be
meanwhile,
like.
the fans are like, "Can y'all please stop talking about
Yeah, we want y'all to stop talking about us. We don't want to be in the media because guess what? Dallas is better
Oh,
when nobody's saying shit about us. Dallas is a better team than when they are under the radar. When everybody starts hyping us, oh, this could be the year. I'm like, oh boy, we're about to
what
fail
sucks?
because we can't meet them expectations.
But you can't even keep a tail on a narrative from week to week because the national media changes it so damn quick that you can't
You can't
even
lose one game. You can be on a 6 game winning streak with the media, and then you get blown your doors off, blown off one game. And all of a sudden they
um,
say, "Oh, them 5 victories, they wasn't nothing."
that you drop seven rankings in the power rankings because you lost to a 5-17.
Exactly, and it happens. It's the NFL. These guys are good.
It's hard.
It's
It turns
hard.
out
Just like you
it
said,
turns
if
out
it was
those are
so easy,
professional
everybody would
athletes.
do it.
Yeah. Hey, so Deron Bland is a pick six merchant versus bad teams, and Dak Prescott is a touchdown merchant versus bad teams. Okay, why don't your guys go do it? That are supposedly better. Go do it. Go get you some, Josh Allen. Go put up 600 yards. Go get you some. Go get you some, Joe Burrow. Oh, Slim Shady head ass. Go get you some, Justin Herbert.
Don't hate on Joe Burrow. I like Joe Burrow. I like Joe Burrow.
I like Joe Burrow. I just think he's done.
Well, let's hope not, because I want to see him continue to play.
Joe Burrow
Because
is
he's
at
a
the stage that 36-year-old Tony Romo was.
well, like I said, I'm gonna pray against that because I want to see Joe Burrow continue to be a good
Oh,
quarterback. But
I don't
but
mean
like you
that.
said,
I don't
but
mean
I
that
know I
maliciously at
know
all.
I know what you mean. But I just feel like you said, I will go against it a little bit because remember when you said hurt guy, Christian McCaffrey broke that because remember he was hurt guy in Carolina, but he been healthy guy in San Francisco.
What season?
Couple seasons, bro. He been over in San Francisco damn near 3 years. He ain't been hurt.
I mean, if you want to bet your money on an outlier, that's fine. Hey, I'll
I'm
tell
just
you what.
saying
I'll
that
tell you
that
what.
I'm just saying.
If you want to, you think he plays over 10 this year?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, I'll
I
talk to
do.
you offline about that. We'll put some action on it maybe.
Okay, I got you.
I
All
don't
right,
want to
so
be
let.
I don't want to be rude on a
Okay,
man's but it's a prop
I
bet.
got you.
All right.
Huh?
I hope he does because I like watching him play, even though he plays for the fucking hating ass 40 stinking
I ain't
ass
gonna lie.
49.
If you want me to keep it real, I like seeing a white running back turn up in the NFL. I can't lie, I do. I
Man,
I I, I love seeing Peyton Hillis blow up. I like seeing the white running backs. I do. I do.
the black delegation held us down. We were supposed to get Cooper DeJean in the first round, and y'all held us down. We had
We hold it
we
down
had man, we had Caitlin Clark and Cooper DeJean going first round, and y'all was like,
from Iowa.
Hey, y'all sent Cooper to the second round, hating asses with black delegation.
Yeah, we said
It was about to be white boy summer.
you ain't gonna get the white boy in the first round. We're gonna put him in the second, and that's gonna be hey. And you know what's so funny though, Mike? Also, when they were talking about Cooper DeJean, you know who they compared him to, right?
Yeah, Jason
Jason
Seymour.
Steve. I'm like, hey man, it's okay. You can compare
You
a
just
white
playing with
player
it.
to a black player, bro. It's all right.
Yeah,
You can compare a white player to a black player, and it's like you can't compare. Like they won't do it. I watch it all
no,
the time, and I look at it, and I'm like, why won't y'all compare a white player to a black player or a black player to a white player? It's okay. It's like against the rules. It's against the law. You can't compare a white player to a black player because people are like, that's odd. How are you
it's
comparing him
odd.
to him? They ain't the same.
That's like y'all trying to tell me Peyton Hillis wasn't Derrick Henry
He was
for 2 seasons.
for
Got the
see,
batting cover and then dipped out.
he was he was he was for two he was for
Hey, I
two
won my
seasons.
fantasy
He
league
was
off
he
his
was
ass.
he was Derrick Henry for 2 seasons, man. So, but hey, all right. So let's talk about some players because I got some guys. I'm gonna throw some names. I hope you've been paying attention because there's some guys out there with Dallas that
Yeah, I've been talking
does
about
has
Carl
some
Lawson,
excitement.
28.
Who?
Carl Lawson.
Somebody mentioned him in here. Somebody gave a super chat. I hope I didn't. Let me
Oh,
get that.
didn't see it.
So,
Oh, so
somebody gave
I
a
talked
super
about
chat
it back.
about Carl
I,
Lawson.
I talked about it back on the 28th. They're bringing him in tomorrow for a workout
Okay, so if they bring him in for a workout, he's signing. If he passes everything, he's signing.
because ain't nobody else trying to sign him.
No,
And we need a
and he's
DT.
hurt. He's hurt, guy though.
Oh yeah,
He is
but you're
hurt,
not
guy.
drafting him
That's why. But see, that's why Cowboys love him. He ain't costing a lot.
Oh yeah, we'll get in here. We'll get. Well, let me get my Stephen Jones. Yeah. Hey, well, Will, we got that. We got that. Carl Lawson's coming in here, and we gonna get him in that medical tent, and we're gonna do some numbers on that. We think we can get him in here for better minimum. At the end of the day, obviously, we'd like to sign him for half. Damn, I just did Jerry and Steve.
And you know what's crazy though, Mike? You know how many people have been talking about Carl Lawson with the Cowboys, like just in the air for
You know who
years.
else?
And
You know who
now
else
all
is
of
in
a
the air?
sudden they get him when he's. It's almost like they get him when it's like late.
Speaking of fixing the draft of 2016, because by the way, without Dak Prescott, the 2016 draft is a complete fucking wash. Uh,
Yeah,
Yannick,
Yannick. Oh yeah, Yannick. He's a
Yannick
dog.
Ngakui.
I can't even
Yeah,
say that damn name.
I can't because I typed it up so many times during that draft season. And then they passed, dude. They passed on him, and I could have burned the goddamn house down with me in it. I was so fucking angry. That draft pissed. I became a Jacksonville Jaguars fan for like 6 months because I couldn't handle it. And then when Miles Jack was a reason, like Miles Jack almost put Blake Bortles in the Super Bowl, but Tom Brady got that homer whistle where they said his knee was down. Miles Jack wasn't down. He wasn't down. He was taking that pick to the house, and Blake Bortles was going to the Super Bowl.
That's crazy. Blake Bortles almost went to the Super Bowl.
Blake Bortles was going to the Super Bowl.
He was. They had
Going to
they
the
had
Super
New
Bowl.
England beat.
Yes, even all he had to do was kneel it, but they called him down, didn't recover it, and then Tom Brady. got to drive 15 yards and let his kicker carry the rest of the load like he always fucking does. Oh my god, I hate that dude. That we're
You
gonna have to
hate
get into that. I'm
everybody.
gonna do that.
You hate
I'm gonna be
everybody.
no, yes,
Yes, you do.
yes I do. Yeah,
Just
I
stop
mean,
the lies. You
but
hate
I'm
everybody
an
except
equal.
Dak.
No, I hate him too.
No, you
I'm an equal.
don't.
I hate.
You love Dak. Don't say
Eh,
that lie.
pause. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. I'm out here happily married, sir. Listen.
All right, man. So
So,
we're
yes,
at
sir.
camp. They had
Yes,
the padded practice. Who that you've been kind of looking at or you've heard about? Who is kind of standing out for you in your eyes, where you're kind of like, "Ooh, I'm excited to see him."
unfortunately, it's none of the new additions.
Hmm. You don't like Kendricks?
He got hurt.
Oh gosh, that was today. He had a stiff back.
I know what
He's
Kendricks is, though.
I know what he is too, but I think he's going to be a good addition to the team.
Yes, absolutely. But I mean, you missed the second padded practice because of a back
I
injury.
We already knew the age though. We already know what
That's
Stephen Jones them
that's.
do.
Hey, why the hell is he practicing?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, but he got to get familiar, I guess.
I,
I
for get familiar with what? He's a 15-year vet. He knows defense.
I mean, you feel you with the team. I'm trying to be positive right here. I want to be positive today. Okay, be
Okay, if you want to be
positive.
positive,
Mhm.
then we're going offense.
Okay, let's talk offense then. What positivities have you seen on offense?
Guyton putting Micah Parsons on his ass.
Well, Guyton's going to be a dog. Let's keep that real. He is going to be a cornerstone, in my opinion. That was a great pick.
Yeah,
So was Cooper Beebe.
and once he fills out, he's going to be a problem.
Oh, he's going
That
to be a
said,
dog. And next to Tyler Smith, that left side is going to be nasty. Let's keep it
I
real.
want
That left
I
side is
want
going to be
people to
nasty.
I want people to remember that they may I don't know how old anybody is in the chat and shit like that. Tyler Smith struggled his first year.
He gave up to damn near 10 sacks.
Yes, he get it. So that's what I go back to talking about. Everybody's going to think about those two plays, not the other 70.
Guyton
You
is
know,
going to go through some struggles.
there's gonna be grown. It's no
It's
different
going
than
to
a
be
rookie
growing
corner.
pains, and people need to
Oh,
understand that, but he needs it, right?
yeah.
The only way you get better is playing time.
At this point, I think Duke's working with. If there's I'm going to be serious here. If there's an offensive lineman worth playing in the league, Duke is probably working with him.
Hell yeah. You're
That's
right, Jay
straight up.
Lombardi. The Duke effect is real. You ain't lying.
Dude, I've been knowing Duke like 10 years,
Hmm.
and he started down the it, they started at Metro. There's a gym over here, a little powerlifting gym I used to
Metro!
go to. Metro. There was a Metroflex.
Hmm.
So that's what it was called. Ronnie Colvin and them used to train there. If you know about, ain't nothing but lightweight, ain't nothing but a
Yep.
peanut baby.
Hmm.
So they had one in Arlington. And they built one in Plano. Well, they had one in Plano on the east side of Plano. Then they moved over to the west side, and they moved in there. And that's when Duke hooked up with them, and they had a whole little training facility in there. And this was shit. This was 2011, 2012. I'm bad with years, but it's somewhere right outside of 10, give or take. And he had a training facility in there, and they slowly added onto it. He had turf. He had slowly he had then he ended up using Apex for a little bit, and now he's got a whole fucking setup at the Star, dude. Shout out to
Yeah.
Duke, like
Shout out
that.
to Duke.
If,
Shout out to
if
Duke.
there's
You the
if
man.
there's a
I love
if
how he
there's a
built his
person,
product. He built
dude,
his
there
product.
that dude's real as they come. And if
Hmm.
there is an offensive lineman that's in the NFL starting, Duke is most likely working with him. Like straight up.
I know all about Metro Red Mass. Metro! I know all about him. Metro booming on his morning. But hey, you know what else though, Mike? When you're talking about that with Duke, um, like I said, Todd Guyton. He's going to be a problem. Cooper Beebe, like this offensive line. I asked on the question on Twitter what, and I'm gonna ask you this since you're on the show today. I asked what was the top position, what's the best positional group right now in your opinion for the Cowboys? I said offensive line because not because I said I'm going on potential because it's not a finished product. But when I see Guyton, I see Tyler Smith, and I see Brock Hoffman slash Cooper Beebe, Zach Martin, and then I see Terrence Steele, and we got depth. The Sim Richards, T.J. Bass, Hoffman can go, either way as a starter back. We got a lot of good things. So I said offensive line. What position for you, Mike, is the top positional group with the Dallas Cowboys?
This is kind of cheating since CD's not there, but it's corner. The
A
corner's
lot
been
of people,
fucking them up.
a lot of
The
people have been
corner,
saying secondary.
yeah, yeah. That second, just let me go secondary because Wanye's been off in there and Izzy's been off in there.
Wanye going to
Just let,
turn up this year, dog. He
yeah.
is.
So that's it's it's not fair because flat out it's outside of Brandon Cooks, a lot of these guys wouldn't be in the league. It's just there, or they would be on somebody else's practice squad. We tried the Turpin wide receiver thing. Me and you gone forth and back and forth about that, and
I'm over
I,
that. I hit you right.
yeah,
He don't have no vision because I was watching him
he,
the other day. I'm
I
just
think
like, oh, I fought
I
for you,
think it's
Turpin, and you a little dude like me, so I'm really fighting for you. But damn it, I can't keep fighting for them.
they're so desperate that they've
I
been
still
trying to
like him.
run Deuce. They've been trying to run Deuce out the slot.
I
That's how.
seen that. Mm.
For the chat, for anybody that don't know, if your running back could run routes like a wide receiver, he would be a wide
He playing
receiver.
wide receiver. Exactly. He be
that's
be a wide receiver.
there's levels to this. There is levels to this, and it don't fine if you want to do the dump off wheel route or the little fourth down pitch option, something like that. But don't send that man in on routes
That's not gonna
like
work.
we watched Zeke run a go route versus the Raiders on Thanksgiving. What are we
That's not gonna
doing?
work. That's not gonna work. Do you like Royce Freeman?
Royce Freeman's old as I am, bro.
Man, cut it out. He ain't that old. Something like 20. He was like 27, dog. Do you like him or not?
I mean, I personally don't think the starting running backs on the team right now. And I said that last week. I think they're
Oh,
gonna.
I don't love the running back room right now. We don't have no explosiveness.
I think that's. I think that's gonna shake itself out. We got those 90-day cuts, or the. It's not even. I'm sorry, 90-day cuts. It's the
Yeah,
50
one
man
day cut.
cuts, and
Go ahead, Red Mask.
well, yeah, fire off of them.
Yeah. If y'all got questions, throw them out. We about to close here in a minute anyway. So if you got any
And
real
my
quick,
ass sweating in this leather chair. Man, leather chair be make
live it wild. So I like him as much as Ronald. I feel you on that one. I'm gonna be quiet about Royce Freeman because Stephen Jones is pumping him up to the cows go home, and I'm like, shut up. But I'm gonna leave that alone
defensive
for another
red
day.
mask defensive tackle. Defensive
What do you
tackle is
say?
going to be your struggle. He asked what position the group's going to struggle. Defensive
Oh,
tackle.
defensive tackle all day. If you already say if we're hearing Justin Rogers is the best defensive tackle right now, we are in trouble.
Yep. Yeah. And man, the Mozzie thing, I've for people that been around,
Michigan players don't work here except Jordan Lewis. They don't
man,
work here.
and everybody hated Jordan Lewis. And I tried to tell everybody that motherfucker.
I
Jordan
love
Lewis got
Jordan Lewis.
screwed over so fucking bad by the size queens.
I have. You're right. I have a love hate. Not only have a hate because I love Jordan Lewis, but I do talk shit about him. But that's my dog because I done met him a couple. We I ain't gonna say like we boys, we kick it, nothing like that. But we have. I interviewed him. We've talked more than a few times. We've had great conversations. I love Jordan Lewis. I love his competitiveness. He's a big man in a little man body. He's a big man, little man body. But just like you said, Mike, Jordan Lewis got that what we need. He got that. He got that. Ooh, okay, we got questions rolling in. We talking too much. JR says confidence, Guyton versus Miles, 1 to 10.
If they're gonna let Guyton get the full reps, I'll give you a 6.
6?
If they're gonna let Guyton get the reps in camp, get the reps in preseason, because offensive linemen, you play in preseason, you play, you get your reps in, because you're getting used to being with your unit. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've got a straight up rookie going against a probably first ballot Hall of Fame edge. Um, a dude that looked like he was 34 years old in high school. We
Right.
all seen the pic. We all
Mm-hmm.
we all seen the pic.
I mean, he's gonna go through some growing pains, but I feel like maybe it's not gonna be as I don't know. That's a good guess, but I just feel like maybe it's not gonna be as bad because that length, that size helps him,
Man,
and he's
with them
athletic as
arms,
all hell. He
what
got that
what
length.
what Duke,
That man is
what
long.
Duke's been working with him on is
Mm-hmm.
getting him to realize, because he's brought in, because like edge rushers and defensive tackles will work with Duke as well, because
Mm-hmm.
he'll go in there and get reps against the offensive lineman, right? Makes sense. You want, if you're getting reps, you don't want all to be against a tackling dummy. If we're having our little class here, like when they have the OL masterminds, like guys will come in, defensive tackles, edge rushers, nose tackles, stuff like that. And what Duke's been showing Guyton is how long his reach is and what he can do with it. But if you let the other guy get his arms on you, that's a grown ass man. You don't, you're not a grown ass man yet. When he fills into his frame, that's going to be a 330-pound animal. But he's still growing into, I mean, he's lanky. You see him and he's lanky.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still showing him, even with that, the leverage he has with his hands to get inside the pads and turn a man, no matter
Mm-hmm.
how much he weighs. If you
Mm-hmm.
have your set right and your feet are right, you're not stepping under what he calls stepping under yourself. So what Dude calls stepping under yourself is when you step too far forward and your ass ends up too far behind your ankles. Now you stepped under yourself. Next thing you know, you're going backwards. And if you're not stepping into it, you're like this. I guess that's a better representation. So stepping under yourself, your feet are right here, your shoulders are here. You're getting blown back. You want to be here, right there, just outside your shoulders, with your arms pulled out and driving and leverage forward and right there locked in. And he's showing him that with that wingspan, even if he doesn't have the power and the build yet, with the leverage he has, just like a just like a boxer, long ass arms. If you
Keep him
you
away.
can reach it, you reach out and touch him. You reach out and touch him, man. Hey, I may not have the most power right now, but I'll reach out and touch you, and it's gonna make you respect me. You know,
Tyler Guyton's going to be a dog. Let's just go
yes.
ahead and say that.
He's just
Him and
he's
Tyler
still got his
Smith are the Tyler boys. They're gonna be the left side is sold up. In my
yeah.
opinion, it's gonna be sold up. Left
He's
side
just
is
got
gonna
his
be.
baby body right now, which
Mm-hmm.
sounds funny. Talking about a big ass dude, but he's still got his
Yeah,
baby body.
yeah.
When he
Once
gets
he
when he
feels
get
that,
when
oh, he's gonna. Them two
he's
are
gonna
gonna
be a
be
problem.
animals.
He's
Them
gonna
two
be a
are gonna be
problem.
animals. So
Because
I got a
hey,
couple. I got a
yes
what?
sir.
Go ahead. Oh,
No,
I got
you're
a
good.
question from Red Mask. He asked. Let me see. Where's it at? There it is, right there. You see it?
Yeah, the biggest thing about Zimmer's defense is it doesn't rely on a lot of stunts and twists, and that's the biggest thing. I talked about it all year with Quinn's defense. It was all what I call smoke and mirrors.
Hmm.
You're not winning off sound football. You're not winning off gap control. And I'm going here, you're going there. I'm going to leverage. I'm going to leverage the A. You're going to leverage the B. We're going to turn the center. You're going to shoot in. Instead, with Quinn, it was you're going to go to the B. I'm going to go to the A. And then next thing you know, the running back goes right between us. That's the difference in the defense. And
Hmm.
there's still a lot of, as far as the back end goes, there's still a lot of difficult terminology. But at a certain point, defense is defense. It's almost like a right the drum line. There's only so many ways you can do a beat. There's only so many ways you can strum a guitar. There's only so many. There's it is what it is at a certain point. Yes, no more hero ball. Exactly. You
Yes.
don't get
One.
people. You don't
Yes.
get people stat chasing.
Yes. Because Zimmer ain't on that. He
No.
ain't on that. That's not
If
what
you're
he's
not
about.
if you're
And
not going to
and
do your
defense is his calling call.
and I'll tell you what, we talk about McCarthy being scared
Hmm.
or being a for lack of a better word,
Hmm.
Zim don't give a fuck.
Zim don't give a fuck.
Zim on a 1 year contract. Zim got
He
a smoke show ass girlfriend. Zim got
he
he
gonna
don't
go all out. He just gonna let it loose. He ain't got no reason not to.
and if
And he's
and if you're not
68.
if you're not if you're not out there doing your job, you won't play.
You won't play. He don't give a fuck.
And you won't play.
Yeah, he
Because
don't give a hell.
I've been hearing these little training camp interviews with these players.
Hmm.
They're like, you talk to me about Zim, they go, oh, oh, Zim knows what he wants.
He don't play, and he
He
gonna
don't
lay it
play.
out. You, this is what you can do or not. If you don't do this, you gonna sit the bench. Period. And I ain't got time
Mike
for it, and I
Zimmer,
don't care.
Mike Zimmer had that eye infection. He was supposed to play. He was supposed to coach on Sunday Night Football.
Hmm.
It was Saturday night, and they go. He goes, you either fix it or you pop it out. I got a game tomorrow.
Hmm. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want no Zimmer to be no damn head coach, but
No, I don't want him. I don't want him with that 1,000 yards
I,
of the offense.
no. If you become the head coach, I'm done. I'm done. I done already said it. I'm done. If you make him head coach, I'm done. But you keep his old ass grandpa ass at defensive coordinator, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with grandpa. I'm cool with grandpa Zim. I'm cool with grandpa Zim. But I ain't cool. Don't you let Mike McCarthy be a lame duck coach and then Mike Zimmer's defense turn up and then you like, well, we like Zimmer. I'm done. I'm done with Dallas. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all already said it. You make Mike Zimmer a head coach, I'm
I
done.
tell you, since we want to talk about offensive coaches, my name to look out for. Wes Welker's going to be an offensive coordinator. Maybe by this, maybe in 6 months.
I think Wes Welker might be a damn good offensive coordinator.
I know he would be. He's a good friend
He
of
look
mine.
like he'd be a damn good coach.
We're both Tech boys. I've been knowing Wes Welker for a lot. He's down there. He's down there in Florida right now
Hmm.
with Logic, and I'm telling you, that's one to look out. That's one to look out for. And if you want to talk about a DAC contract and little ducks we could put in a row, Daniel Jones is gone. Dabo's probably gone in that case.
I'm gonna leave. We ain't gonna even talk about that because just with that, because you've already said what you said, and you said by only be a miracle because you said
It's
once them
it's
wheels go up, it's a wrap.
and it
But you
hasn't
said
looked
it'd be
any
by a
better
miracle.
since.
It hasn't looked
Has
any
it
better
looked?
since. All I heard was Stephen Jones sent them an offer, and I said that's the propaganda when they put it in the air.
Oh no,
Oh, we
no,
sent an offer. That's the propaganda, is it not?
that wasn't how it was phrased. It said, uh, CeeDee Lamb. They sent an off. CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott's agent sent an offer to the Cowboys late Sunday night. Okay, why'd you even put that out? Why'd you even put that out? because you didn't. Did you? Hey, did you hear about the DJ Moore deal?
Yeah,
Did you hear about the Jefferson deal? Did you hear about the Tua deal? Did you hear about the Jordan Love deal? Did you hear about the Josh Allen deal or the
yeah,
Herbert deal?
I don't even want to talk about that shit no more with these guys. I'm gonna keep it
Hey,
real.
do you
I'm
think enough
done. I'm
leaves is
over it.
full? You think enough leaves is full?
I, like I said, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm not listening to no 81-year-old. I'm not listening to no old
Deadbeat dad.
ass. I'm not listening to you, bruh. I'm not listening to nothing. Excuse my language. I ain't listening to nothing what the fuck Jerry Jones says. In my opinion, just shut the fuck up. You getting on my nerves when you just be talking. People ask you specific questions, then you always double talking. Oh yeah, we love what Dak done, but guess what? I ain't got everything that I wanted, and sometimes it could be better if I didn't get the like. Why say that dumb shit? That's why I can't take Dallas serious. When I listen to these people on Twitter, I just want to have a rant right quick, Mike. Can I have a 1 minute rant? Can I have a 1 minute
It's your
rant?
pod. You have the floor, sir.
You my dog though, so I always want to show you respect. Um, but this is my 1 minute rant, and it might be some cuss words in it, so I apologize for the vulgarity. But I'm just tired of listening to this motherfucker, old ass, 80, 81 years old. I said mentioned Biden. Biden stepped his old ass down because you're too old. Okay, Jerry, you too fucking old. We know you drink like a motherfucker. You be getting drunk. We know you be drinking like a mother. So when you come up here on this stage and people are asking you specific questions about players or this, and you talk in riddles for talking about option quarterback, man, shut up. That's why I don't want to listen to no Dallas nothing. It irks me. I love my team. I can't stand you Joneses. Every time I hear Steven, and people want to get out mad at me because I'm saying something about ownership. I'll stop the whining. No, because y'all are company men. There's so many damn company men with these motherfucking Dallas Cowboys. It's pathetic. They get to these whatever. Y'all want to just kiss ass. I'm not kissing the ass. Because every time I hear Stephen Jones mention a contract or Dak, he got to talk about somebody else's money. He got to talk about Rams money. He talking about Bengals money. He talking about Patrick Mahomes money. He always got to talk about somebody else. Shut the fuck up. Not talking about somebody else. You answer the question. Are you signing Dak or not? Don't bring up Pat Mahomes. Okay. Well, look at Pat Mahomes. Shut up.
Hey,
Yes or no, bruh?
sign Mahomes to the sign Dak to the Pat Mahomes deal, which is a Tyron Smith deal. Get him for 10 years at 500 million. Get him.
And he took it. You know why? Because he trusts ownership.
You know what Pat Mahomes'
Dak
cap
don't
hit next
trust
year is?
ownership, and
Fuck no, we don't.
that's why he did this contract. He had a different agent, but you know what he said? I don't trust you motherfuckers. So guess what? I'm gonna get this. And here's another thing, Mike, and I know you already know this. Why are we acting like you Joneses don't know that they gonna come hard on this next deal? You act like you don't. They gonna change up. No, they're not. They're gonna come hard just like they did on the last contract. So stop coming with these stupid ass uh contract offers when you know damn well they're gonna throw them in your face.
Dude, it's Todd France licks his chops when it comes to dealing with these stupid sons of bitches. And it's hell. We talked
That's my
about.
rant.
We talked about it when the contract got signed the first time. I said, we're going to be doing this same thing in 3 years.
Yeah, we said it.
We're going to be doing the same thing in three because that's how long we've been doing it. We've been doing this pod. We've been doing this pod since about that last contract. And I'm like, and it's going to come up and it's going to get, it's it. For those that don't, I've talked about it ad nauseum. I don't feel like doing it over and
Yeah,
over and over
I'm
again.
over it. I'm over
But
it.
CAA, WME, Athletes First, they represent basically 75% of the league. A lot of them are highly named players like Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb and Trevor Lawrence and Amon Ross St. Brown and, just Jordan Love and, a few guys you may have heard of, a few guys you may have heard of. And when it comes to this team, they want to earmark, they want, like, it's like they have this earmark price point. Well, yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday was yesterday. Today's today. Guess what? Tomorrow's tomorrow. Let me look at my phone. You know what it says? Price just went up. That's what quarterback stocks do. They could have had Dak Prescott for $17 million a year. Then they could have had him for 27. They ended up signing him for 40. They could have had him for 45. Now we're looking at 60. Every bit of 56.
And you know what else though, Mike? I just want to interject this. Two things. I said this yesterday. Y'all motherfuckers want to overcharge everything in Cowboys land. But
Mm-hmm.
you always want Cowboys players to give y'all asses discounts, but y'all overcharge everybody. But you
For
expect
what?
players to give y'all asses discounts. So shut the fuck up. Excuse my language.
No, I ain't
STFU.
trying.
I don't want to hear that crap.
And
I don't want to hear it
it's
no more.
I'm not. I'm just flat out. I don't want to hear it. And like you said, how can speak about a player's contract without bringing another player into the situation or another team?
Right. You always
You
talking
don't
about
hear
somebody else's
that.
money.
You don't hear that from Jason Light. You
No.
don't hear that. You don't hear that from Shanahan. Well, Shanahan's a GM in San Francisco. Everybody knows that. You don't hear that. Like, have y'all heard San Francisco drag
Have you?
Brandon Ayuk?
I wanna hear. Yes, we ain't even been hearing it. We just been hearing Brandon
They would
Ayuk.
have been dragging CeeDee Lamb because Ayuk
Oh, they.
ain't on the last year. He ain't on the last year of his deal, and he's not even like CeeDee Lamb's already been franchise tagged. CeeDee Lamb has no money. If he gets hurt, if he gets, God forbid, he gets paralyzed, he has no money coming in 2026, 25. Sorry, he has zero money.
And you know what else? I just want to ask you, Mike. Where I just want to tell you. You tell me what sense it made. I know got Dak injured, but y'all always talking about this salary cap bullshit. You franchise tagged him. He made $31 million for one damn year. Now y'all
Mm-hmm.
always talking about salary cap and doing what's right for the cap. How was that smart when you signed a man on a franchise deal for one fucking year for $31 million?
Or the Pollard deal they did,
Man, shut up.
or or the Gallup deal they did. It's like your actions. It's I've said it for years. It's like one hand's holding a spoon and the other hand's holding a wrench, and they don't know what they're here to do. This hand over here is doing this, where we want to save money, and this hand over here is doing this, where we don't know what we're doing. I may have it stuck to a power pole, and what has never crossed their mind, and I love this for them. What has never crossed their mind until recently is Dak Prescott not wanting to sign back here. And what's holding up the CD Lamb deal, allegedly. Thank y'all. You're over the hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and say this. What's holding up the CD Lamb deal, allegedly, is he wants to know they're going to get Dak done.
Mmm. Mmm.
Because why would you sign?
When I don't even know if my dog is coming back.
I live in his backyard in the off season. I mean, not literally, but we live in the
Mm-hmm.
backyard.
Mm-hmm.
That's my dog. You know, you're looking at almost a Devontae Adams and a Rodgers scenario.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
So
like I
that's
said,
that's
just wild.
that's the bonus minutes. That's the bonus minutes points because
Bonus
my
points.
my wife's mad at me. We ran over an hour. I'm
No,
hungry as
that's
hell,
good.
but
I'm hungry as hell too.
that's
About to turn
uh
up on the blizzy for
that's
shizzy
that's just a secret between us. So
between all of us because they heard your
yeah,
secret too.
y'all don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody. Well,
Now, man,
hey,
they're gonna get my account shut down again. I can't.
hell, you know what? They may say something on my shit because I remember when a couple years ago they tried to delete my channel. Them motherfucking Cowboys did. They tried to delete my
He
channel.
said CDA saying for Lance. I guess y'all see the Lance training camp when he threw that pick to Marquise Bell. Marquise Bell was just standing there. He's like, "Fuck, I guess I'll catch it."
I mean, he's already thrown like 4 picks, but you know what? Let's wait till the preseason. Let's wait till the preseason because we know Dak didn't play the best in practice and he turned up in games.
That was Dak's rookie year.
I know. I ain't comparing them two. I'm just saying. I'm trying to throw some positive things out for Trey Lance, sir. Can I do that? Thank you.
No,
Appreciate
so
it.
what CeeDee Lamb would end up doing? He would
I
be
take that before you say that, Mike. Hold that thought. Michelle says thought CD hated Dak. I'm gonna tell you first thing. I didn't never think CD hated Dak, but I thought he got frustrated with Dak. But once I really listened to CD, I pulled back from.
oh,
I was on. What
we're
happened?
good.
We're back. We're back.
Yeah, we're back. Just a little
That's just telling. That's just telling
disconnection.
us it's time to end.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's just
before
telling
I
us time
say
to end.
something else, they gonna drone strike my damn house. I gotta get out of here.
All right, big dog. Hey man, I appreciate you like always, man. Another great show. Another
Thank
great
y'all.
talk. Appreciate
Thank
everybody in the
everybody for
building.
coming in.
Make sure you continue to support Burgers and Blitzes even more. You know we're just gonna be on YouTube, dog. We ain't messing with that damn Elon Musk old greedy ass motherfucker. We ain't dealing with him. So make sure y'all jump on
No.
YouTube and donate if you like. You see this thing out there. We take donations. We ain't
Hey,
trying to
man, I'm
beg for no
trying.
money, but
I got
send
a
it. We got
teenager
bills.
trying to read something. Like I
We
got
got
bills.
bills.
Yeah.
We got
You want
bills.
to see some barbecue content on YouTube? I'm trying to
Yeah.
get the shit done. Hey,
This
I'm trying to get
motherfucker
in.
be hitting the briskets, bro. Y'all need to see it. This man can cook. I give you
I
that.
could cook on anything. I could cook. I could cook on Mars if you
I
gave me
believe that.
time.
I believe that.
We can't do it twice a week, bro. I just don't. We don't have enough time, and
You don't
we
got enough
want to
time and
keep it.
y'all ain't sending enough money.
No, that's. I mean, that's part of it too. But it's
Ain't
like
sending
it's
enough.
like True
Y'all got to
Detective.
donate more for us to do that.
Yeah, I gotta because I'm now. You're talking about taking time. Because when I do this, I take time out of my day that I have to work on the land I live on,
Me
and it's
too.
yeah, it's I got 13 acres, and we got we be out here working. And if you don't work,
Right.
the shit will come up on you. Next thing you
No,
know, you got vines twisting you up. You trying to get to the truck, you got to get a ladder. No, it's terrible. I don't want that.
no, for sure. Hey, we appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all tune in next week. We'll have some more stuff. We'll have more private practices. Hopefully we
Hmm.
see some signings, right? Hopefully we see that. But if it's no signings next week, bruh, that's bleak. I don't care.
Uh,
Nobody tell me.
I
Say it. Black
Saturday,
folks got fun. Saturday
Saturday, Saturday.
on hope for hope. City.
One work,
Okay.
figure the other one out.
Okay. You heard it. Did y'all hear it? Did y'all hear it here? You heard it. It's going down
So that,
this weekend.
that I know that they already know the numbers and stuff like that. It's just a matter of are you gonna is my boy
Hmm.
coming too?
Okay.
If my boy's not coming, I'm not going.
Okay. You
Not
heard it
I
here.
ain't trying to I ain't trying to catch no passes from fucking Trey Lance or Cooper Rush.
You heard it here. You heard it here. Go show that. Say it with your chest.
I I, I just I would love to say it with my chest. I just don't like speaking on other people's money. It's not what I do. I don't I don't like that. But I would figure by Saturday that we're gonna get this worked out. And if it's not by preseason game one,
It ain't happening. It ain't happening if it ain't passed by preseason game. It ain't happening. I don't. They don't sign
for
nobody during
for,
the year.
for either one,
They'll franchise his ass.
they can't.
They can't franchise CD.
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
Yeah, they can.
He's
He's
on
a
the.
first round draft
They
pick.
already fifth year option. Oh, they can try.
Yeah,
They
they
can
can still
try.
franchise him. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but boy,
They can
they
try.
got to sign him before the season starts because I don't feel like CD fucking with him. He not messing with nothing until he get his money. He not stepping on
They
this
can
field
try.
until he get his money.
That's so. Yeah, that's where it is. They can
Yeah, he's
try.
not stepping on the field until he gets his money. That's a fact I know.
That's that Jalen Ramsey. Like, hey, that's fine. Y'all, hey, so throw that tag out there. Which, by the way, um, July, shit, they can't
Why not?
unless it goes on a new year.
Because he's still technically, if they use the fifth year option, which is now, and he's out of the contract, they can franchise him before they sign a new deal. Yeah, they can.
Mm,
Yeah, they can.
I hate franchise tags, man. I hate contracts.
Man,
Contracts ain't my
that
thing.
was the CBA though. That was their fault.
Yeah.
That was their fault. They should have never put
They
that
also,
franchise tag
hey,
in that
he
shit.
makes a good point. They don't have the cap to franchise CD because all this shit becomes a guarantee. And
Mm-hmm.
they've got two. They got two and was it 2.5? They're sitting on right
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, contracts and money ain't my thing. I've never
My
pretended they
nigga.
are. Every
My
time
nigga.
I venture off into that shit, I get my ass whipped.
Me too.
So
So I stay away from it because people
I
be
just stay
kicking my
away.
ass on that franchise.
I know players, and I know rumors. That's what I do. So
Mm.
deadlines make deals, man. But Dak's deadline was training camp. So 6/24/24 was his deadline. Now you got a quarterback that doesn't want to sign back and a wide receiver that's not going to sign back unless the quarterback signs back. And what we call that in the business, quite the pickle.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see. Well, get to the wifey. Tell her I said what's up. Say what's up to the dogs for me. I love you, dog. We'll be talking
Love
next
you,
Wednesday,
sir.
and you have a great day.
Yes, sir. Love y'all. Thank you, everybody, for coming by.
Appreciate
Peace out.
appreciate you, my dog. Be safe.
Later, bud. Appreciate you.
All right, there it is. You know what it is. Burgers and Blitzes, man. We're gonna get up out of here. Make sure you tune in. Training camp going down. You heard Mike say he thinks CD Lamb gets done this weekend. A lot of people in this will be on point. So it is. We'll see. We think Mike says he thinks CD gets done this weekend. We'll see. Um, now I ain't even tripping on Dak, CD, none of it. This all is just crazy. So we'll see how it goes. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We got the Big Star show with me and Star. Pick her brain about some players that's going on because I know she's excited. Talk about maybe some defensive ends. Let's look at some positions, and then obviously we got the best of enemies. With George Carmi will be here, so it's best of enemies me, Joe, and George. It's gonna be fire. I love that show. So make sure you just stay tuning in. Got some great shows the rest of this week, and let's get it. Big Game James, Mike White, Burgers and Blitzes. We out. Peace.